let's get to this. So there's some controversy because Bernie Sanders is doing a Fox News town hall. So I just wanted to say three things about this, and then we're actually going to play a clip from the last time he did a Fox News town hall in 2016. Fox News is a cancer. It's a essentially state propaganda. It's white nationalist. It's I'll say it again. It's a cancer on American society. I think that the Democratic Party was absolutely right to not have a debate under the auspices of Fox News. Because the notion of having these people up on stage as candidates getting far-right talking points and questions as a frame for the debate is ludicrous. So I'm making zero moral equivalency here, obviously, but here's like the difference in my mind, because I think Bernie should absolutely do this, and I think it's insane to expect any presidential candidate to not do a town hall. And I see, some people who are sort of moralizing and nitpicking about this have made some of their very own sort of interesting choices about, who they put forward. But that being said, I think that he's right to do this. And here's the difference that I would say. If the Majority Report or the Young Turks or even Democracy Now! Were to say, we want to host the Republican presidential debate, that would be awesome. And the Republicans, you know what? If they said, no, I think we'll pass on that, or the Libertarians, I wouldn't hold that against them. That would seem like a pretty sort of probably a wise move. Now, if one of these platforms said, we're going to give you an hour to make your case in an adversarial environment, but with an audience of voters, and we'll see in a second how this ends up working and could be enormously to Bernie Sanders' advantage, it would be insane of them not to say yes. So I think, look, the bottom line is that Bernie Sanders is running for president, and this is an opportunity to reach voters. And even if it is 1% of people watching that could get flipped, that's how votes work. And I do not think that his going on there and making the case, making the argument is a legitimization of the white nationalism platform. And that, by the way, holds across the board. My beef is basically almost never, I'm never say never, but almost never the actuality of going on a particular platform. It's what you do when you're on it. That's my bottom line. So if somebody went on Fox and said, hey, I'm a Democrat, but we need to, ICE needs to terrorize people. Well, of course, it's disqualifying. If you go on Fox and you do this, I think it's actually enormously effective.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I'll just mention a Minority Report. Sam Sachs, the District Sentinel, said, I don't think Bernie should go on Fox News. It's not that I'm concerned he'll add legitimacy to the network. It's that the left should have principles when it comes to engaging with racist, fascist orgs. And I think that principle is one worth noting, even if we are going to give Bernie a pass for breaking it at this point.
Absolutely, that's fair.
I happen to believe, and I know not everybody agrees with me, I believe that healthcare is a right of all people. I believe that there is something wrong when we are spending...
Where did that right come from in your mind?
Being a human being. Being a human being. And what I believe, Brett, you may disagree with me, I believe...
Pause that. I just love, because it's exactly right. That is where the right came from. And it's funny when a kind of meathead guy does that's a very Shapiro, where did it come from? Sort of like dumb, pedantic
constitutional fundamentalism.
Yeah, constitutional fundamentalism or religious nonsense or whatever. And I just like the subtext, and I actually do think it's an effective debate tactic for people on the left, is when you state something that anybody with a beating heart should agree with, you can always be like, Brett, you're free to be an asshole. I love that. Go ahead.
I believe, Brett, you may disagree with me, I believe that if she is poor and you are rich, she is entitled to the same quality health care that you have because she's a human being.
Boom. Excellent. Another reminder of why he's the candidate.
That's ridiculous. I mean, imagine coming away from that and being like, well,
But they have more money.
come on.
Yeah, but they have more money, so they have more value. I mean, that is literally the sociopathy of that position.
You know, you talk about UBI and things like that about basically that give into the idea of how important money is in a society. But doing things like just everyone gets the same health care, no bullshit, that basically, sorry, your money's no good here.
Absolutely.
That's how you make money less powerful in society. Like, it needs to not be a reserve to go to like basically survive.
Absolutely. 100%.